Eamon O'Carroll, the squad enjoyed the week off. Did that come at the right time? And what are the positives of having a week off?
Yeah, maybe. I think I've still got that bit of taste in my mouth that we've missed out on an opportunity to play at Wembley. I went down there with my son. It was a great day, and obviously you want to be involved in them games, but we didn't manage to do that. So we have to look at the positives and the ability to refresh the group. I think it did come at the right time. Yeah.
With the early start to an extended season with the 1895 Cup group games and a lot of pre-season friendlies, it certainly looks from looking at players' social media accounts that the blank weekend was most welcome for them, allowing them to get away with the friends and family.
Yeah, I think it's important, really important. So there was no doubt in my mind it was the right thing to do. It was good to see them go away and spend some time with the loved ones and the friends. A couple of the boys went away together too, which is awesome. So no, I'm really happy. It gives them the chance to refresh. They're a good group, so I know they looked after themselves and they came in on Monday and looked in great shape.
After the Barrow game, you said that whilst the players were allowed the week off, you were going to be busy meeting player agents, players at clubs, as Bradford continue their 2025 recruitment. How was your week?
Yeah, really good. So yeah, I got the balance right with that. Made sure that we got some work done, but managed to enjoy a bit of time with my family as well, which was really nice. So yeah, it's been a real positive week for the club. So very worthwhile.
When you look at the type of players that you're looking to recruit for 2025, is it a case of build and complement, improve on the existing squad?
Yeah, I think we talk about recruitment a lot. I think retention is as important, if not more important. We're talking to a number of our players at the moment, and them conversations are ongoing. We're really lucky here. I say it all the time. One thing that's good about us is we've got a good group, so I want to make sure that we're keeping them. The bit that we've got to do is find the best additions that we possibly can, and that's what we're working hard and striving towards. So yeah, there's a lot of talk about recruitment, but we're heavily invested in our retention as well.
Just on those retentions, Eamon, how confident are you that the players that you want to retain will be retained?
Yeah, I'm confident, mate. Yeah, I'm confident they are. Like I said, the group's in a good spot. They enjoy each other's time. They understand where we're trying to get to as a club, and they're all fully on board with that as well. So I'm confident. That it's never done overnight. There's some things that you have to do, and yeah, we're working towards it. But yeah, I'm confident.
Just on obviously the external recruitment, I know supporters will want names now, but we all know that can't happen. Can you drop anything in that's going to get the supporters' excitement juices flowing?
No, I can't. When the time's right, we will. It's important that we're professional, and we also respect the players that we are bringing in and their wishes. And they're obviously still playing at other clubs at the minute, so we want to do the right thing by them. It's very early on in the year, and we're not finished yet either. So when the time's right, we'll make sure we inform everyone.
We are heading towards the mid-season when players obviously decide their futures elsewhere at other clubs. How does that affect the way you manage this year's team to give Bradford the best chance of success?
Being open and honest, I think sometimes it's tough conversations to have, but I think we're quite lucky. There's not probably many in that situation. We've got a lot of lads tied down for this year and next, some even further on. So no, I'm really honest with the group. We'll always have conversations, and we understand it's the nature of the beast. Sometimes people leave. We're going to be losing people that we don't want to lose, and we'll probably lose some people who still want to be here. But it's really unfortunate, but it's the game that we're in, and I think it's always best to be open and honest in those situations.
Back to the Barrow game for a quick couple of questions. How did the review go on that game? I'm guessing there was a lot of highlighting those two strong positive starts, either in the first half and the second half.
Yeah, we had a good look at that, and just wanted to reinforce how good the group goes when they're really connected and they go after a game plan. And I thought we hit a real high standard in that Barrow game for a couple of periods there. The challenge to us now is just individually staying concentrated and sticking to it. It's clear. It sticks out massively when you see us go away from it and we hurt ourselves, but that's a learning curve and one that we're all fully on board with. We had a really good review on Monday about the game, probably time to have a good think about the Barrow game, and the lads refresh themselves to come in with an open mind was really good. So we had a look at that and the next block of games and what we want to go and do, and more importantly how important this next block is for us.
With the players having that week off and then coming back, have you felt like sort of a refreshness with them and refocus?
Yeah, I have, but I sense that most weeks from the group. I'm pretty confident in saying that they all enjoy coming to training and like being around each other and doing what we do. So no, it was good. The week felt long. It did for me anyway. It's probably short for some of them. I know a couple of the boys said they wouldn't have minded a 10-day break, but I think I said you're taking the mickey there now. A week's long enough. So no, we're good. We're in a decent spot. We had a good day Monday. Got back reconnected and spent some time together and had a good laugh doing it. And then obviously they regenerated yesterday. And now we're back to work today.
Aribi Doro got a 3-game ban for the head, but someone who you have highlighted many times is, being a vital cog component to the side. How much of a blow is it to lose him for the next 3 games?
Yeah, it's a huge blow. He's been, if not our best player this year. I think he's been outstanding in what he's done. I've mentioned it a couple of times. I think he's one of the best, if not the best player in the competition at the minute. So it's going to be a huge loss for us. I know he's really disappointed, but now we have to move on. It's going to hurt us a touch there to lose some of his quality for 3 games. But I'm fully supportive of Arieb's, and we move on now.
He's a player who plays right on the edge. We've mentioned that a few times. Have you spoken to him about that incident, or is it continue as you are, play with that edge?
No, I like how he plays. That's what I love about him. Arieb's human. Like anyone who's seen the incident, it wasn't just something that he went out and did. It was a reaction to something that happened. So, and look, where the game is, you can't do that. So we caught what we've got, and we totally understand it. Arieb, if he was in that situation again, would probably do something different. But I understand he's human and he's done something there that he's really disappointed with. But I don't hold a grudge with that. I know that we'll get a better version of Arieb Doro when he comes back. He's got my support.
This obviously presents an opportunity for other squad members to take this opportunity of potential game time. Yeah,
it does. No, hopefully we're in a bit of a better spot now, getting some bodies back, which is positive. Dan Smith and Sam Ellis, Will Oakes, they all trained with the group on Monday, although it was very light. So we'll see where they're up to. We just have to be smart with bringing in lads who've been out for a long time. I want to make sure that when I bring them back, they're fully fit.
My next question was going to be on the health of the side. You've mentioned Will Oakes, Dan Smith, Sam Hallis. Are they in contention for this weekend's game?
Yeah, we'll be clearer after training tonight. Like I said, we had to be smart with what we did with them on Monday. We got some work done, we got some running into them, but we had to be smart. Like I said, we've got a good group, so I know a lot of them will have done a little bit and got the balance right in terms of recovering and having a drink and enjoying themselves with the families, but getting some training done as well. So, and I've seen that from the way that they trained on Monday. So we'll have a good look, and the intensity of training will go up tonight. Tonight's our biggest night.
Liam Tyndall missed that game with a dead leg, I do believe. Barrow, is he okay now? Is he still at the club?
Yeah, he's okay. We'll see Liam tonight and have a conversation with him and see where he's up to. Didn't have too much contact with him in that week off, and him and Oxford training with Hull as well. So kind of just left them alone.
In terms of long-term absentees, is George Tafua still one of those?
Oh, sorry, Georgie. Yeah, he trained as well. So it was good to have him back. We've missed George, so he's looking good. He's got a couple of things to pass in terms of some contacts, but yeah, again, I think the week off was really beneficial to him.
That must be really pleasing now, Eamon. It's effectively getting a quarter of your side back.
Yeah, and the types of players that we're getting back as well, all leaders in different ways. I think we've really missed Sam Ellis. He probably goes under the radar a little bit. We certainly miss Smig, and we do miss George when he's not playing as well. So the 3 good additions, we just had to be smart how we filtered them back into the squad.
Am I right in saying then the only long-term player currently missing is Michael Lawrence?
Yeah, at the moment, that's kind of where we're at, which is real positive.
How far off is Michael to return?
We believe he'll be about 6 to 8 weeks, depending on how his rehab goes. But he's in a good spot, Bruno. Obviously, you can see it in his face, very disappointed that he's not part of it at the minute, but he'll still have a real positive impact on the group.
And obviously with previous injuries with Michael, you see him on the touchline with the headset, obviously relaying communication from yourself and Brian Noble and Lee Greenwood onto the Flame.
Yeah, well, he's our captain. It's evident when he's not playing, we miss him. He's a huge influence on the group, so he can't do that in terms of playing now, but he can still have an impact on this group and a positive influence on the group. So however we can do that, we'll look to do it. At the minute we have to be smart with him in terms of his injury and what he can do, but as soon as he's available to do anything like that, I'm more than open to getting him in and around the group.
It's Whitehaven away on Sunday. How do you approach these games knowing that it's not like 20 minutes to Batley or 40 minutes to York away. There's a lot of travelling involved, and it is quite a long, intense day.
No, I think we've got to enjoy it. I like that. Well, I was at Catalan last year, so we had to do a lot of travelling, so a little bit different just going up the M6. But now we'll get the preparation right in what we do. I had a good chat with Greedy and Nobby, what they did last year, and we'll stop off, we'll have a bit of a feed together and spend some time together, and more importantly enjoy the ride up. It's a 3-hour bus ride. Like, we won't be using that as an excuse. We've just got to go and get it done and enjoy some time together, and if they get the win, they'll enjoy the ride home.
But it does feel from the outside, and you do see this in a number of Whitehaven home games, and same with Workington, they do appear to be like the ultimate rugby league ambush predator. They'll let you enjoy that 3-hour coach, they'll watch you step off it, and then they'll look to hit you very hard early on.
Yeah, but they have to do it every other week, don't they, coming away, so zero excuse from me on that.
Points difference kept Whitehaven up last year. Very different side under John Igorley again in 24.
Yeah, highly competitive. I think their backfield, they're extremely dangerous. Well, they're complemented as well with a real physical pack as well. So they've got some quality throughout, and they compete hard. I think very similar in terms to Barrow. They've got some structure there that will trouble you, but I think our concentration levels and our discipline is going to have to be at its utmost best this week. They'll test you with things that you probably can't prep for. So a great test for us.
And obviously looking at their recent results, they've took points off Widnes, a point away from Doncaster at Keepmoor. You're going to be expecting a real tough physical game. Yeah,
we are. I'm learning every week that every single game is in this competition, which makes it so great. So yeah, nothing changes in that respect. We've got some things we need to be better at, some things that we need to keep doing, which I think we're doing really well. So that's the main one for me in terms of our practice and what we're doing. Of course, we'll have a look at Whitehaven and their threats and where we feel like we might get some joy, but it's more about us. I think it's us that's let ourselves down this year, and it's us that's got the reward for doing what we do well, so we'll focus on that.
Obviously, Lee Gaskell missed that 10 block of games. He was back against Barrow. Are you liking what you're seeing with him and Jordan at Tom during the training?
Yeah, and Holmesy and probably Mitch and Tyron as well, that connection's first game we've had our 1, 6, 7, 9 play together, so the exciting thing for me is I believe that'll get even stronger as they play some games together. So yeah, it's good to have him back.
When you look at that Barrow game and you look at Tyron or Kevin Apple, I think you said best performances of the season. What is your message to those players after those types of performances?
Continue to do it. That's it. They did the job. They did it very well. Show that they can play at a very high standard and a high level. The challenge is now, can we back it up and keep that as a minimum standard? So, and I've got the utmost confidence in it. I think Kev's been getting better and better as the season's been going on, to be honest with you. And I mentioned it before, in terms of Tyron, he's a real calming influence, very smart, really intelligent player, knows the game well. I'm desperate to get him some more game time. He's got a bloke in front of him at the minute who's playing really well, so yeah, it's just the nature of the beast, unfortunately. But when he is coming on, he's playing a huge part, and more importantly, the things that the fans don't see, just in terms of how he prepares for a game. He raises standards in training, which is really good. So we love what he's about.
When you look at this next block of fixtures, it's got Bradford facing sides outside the playoffs: Whitehaven, Doncaster, Dewsbury. Do these games present tougher challenges for you than normal?
Yeah, absolutely. I think every game for us, I think we've obviously learned the lessons. Everyone who'll be watching this knows that when we play what are so-called the top end teams, we tend to stick to our plan, and we've been on the right side of the results, and then we drop our guard. So I actually said to the group on Monday, we're showing the next 3 games and where we're at and where we could be if we get the job done, but more importantly stressed how difficult it's going to be. Huge test for our attitude, huge test in terms of how we prepare each week, and exciting where we could be if we come through them games.
And just finally, from me, and with just Michael Lawrence being the sole player currently out, we know obviously Billy Jowett's out for an extended period, but with all the, this is probably for the first time this season that you're going to have a lot of selection headaches and tough issues.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good. I think it's holds everyone accountable, doesn't it? This is probably going to be the first week I'm going to have some conversations with people and say they're not playing, and probably a lot of it will be not due to the form, just to the fact that that's the way I want to go with the team and give some lads opportunities as well. So some lads who may not play will actually look at it and go, have actually done okay, but maybe they might not have done it as consistently as some others, and we certainly need to have a look at some of these lads that have come back from injury as well, so it gives me the opportunity, although we've just had a rest, to have a look at resting some players as well. But although we've got some players back, I still don't feel like we've got a deep squad, so there might only be one or two there that miss out, and we've still got another 2 days of training to go, and I know how things have gone this week, so I hate answering my phone on a Friday. There's something that's gone wrong, someone's come down with an illness, or they've tripped helping the missus in with the shopping and hurt their ankle. Believe me, I've heard it all this year and seen it all, so I won't relax too much just yet.